Right, this is just going to be a tips and tricks as in starting off wheel. First thing I'm going to be showing you is the double edit through. This is something that you shouldn't be messing up on often. Just bang, bang. That's what makes folk do. See that wee circle, you want that to be pointing straight down where the edit is. See wee circle with the arrow. You want that arrow to be pointing right down where your edit button is. And then go off to sides as I like to do. Be unpredictable. The single one isn't good, because look, as you see, when you do that, somebody can easily have a heavy snipe ready for as soon as you get that. Obviously, this they can as well, but usually they're going to think, because all they can see is the pyramid, they can't see that flare underneath it, so as soon as they hear the edit go off, then they're going to shoot. I can't keep on messing up on this today. Right, so that's close, and now we're going to teach you how we can serve a bit more marksman turtle and stuff like that. This is a basic turtle that everybody thinks of. Alright, all that everywhere, plant. Now see a guy's above you. Jesus Christ, see a guy's above you like that. Oh, great, I'm actually built up to that. So see a guy's up here, watching you. Then you're gonna need that flare, right? But see if you're on height or something, but you just want to stay in the box just in case. Don't have anything above you. You can just watch it like that. And you're wasting a lot less mats. And if you can have your back to something, like if this was a storm here and it's late in, you could hover your back to it like that. Or if that's like the storm and all, you could have it like this. And you know what I mean? That brings us to the next tip, which is just being creative. Being unpredictable. This could also be known as like, I've tried to think of something, I've been trying to think of new metas for like, instead of turtling. I know about this and don't get me wrong, it's good but it's not good enough, because look, you can just rotate this. But who actually wants to go up like that? I mean, who wants to go off in a turtle like that? This is basically the only time this would be handy and creative when you're trying to muck about. So that's not like one of the good ways to be creative. One of my things that I was actually doing was just boom boom 2 walls, and then wait, actually I test this wee thing that I saw. Oh, would you edit, man? Right. If you start on the right bit, you can get one placed in that box. Actually, like a post on it. Right, place them down now. And just to walk at the right bit. I see. You can place that right inside it. That might be slightly OP. See if you sit at the very corner or not, if they edit a window, they can't really hit you. Try to face at the right angle here. Nah, you can't. I can't do it consistently, but no, I can't do that. The next one is just running variations of 90s. That really just explains itself. quicker than jumping, I'd say. It's not actually been measured yet, I don't think. Time-lengths of both, but as you can see, just nailing them. See if you're doing them like this and you can feel the bit of the delay. Like that, that's not the way to do it. You feel it smooth as possible. You never stop running, that's the aspect of a 90, you never stop sprinting. By the way, an nail tip for 90s. If you're doing these kind of 90s, then please stop. Look at them. It takes away the whole aspect of doing them. They are pretty quick, to be fair, if you do it like that. But please, for the love of God, stop. Place a flare. It's better for everybody. I mean, you'll end up Harry Potter yourself way too much if you don't. Next one is have good positioning. I know it's a bit more complex than just saying, oh, you need to have good. You need to be good at that, but for instance, look, I've got those mountains in creative today, actually. Having your back to a mountain is incredible. We see it a lot in like the scrims and the skirmishes. It helps you so much because you can't exactly be getting shot from behind. If you're on a mountain, you don't really risk getting taking fall damage because all you need to do is literally place one floor and then a wall interrupt you or to the side or wherever you're getting shot for, and you're still secure. So that's why another tip: don't waste your ammo on shooting some. They done these wee bits, pressure them, shoot their walls out so they have no mats, but you don't actually shoot them down. You're not gonna shoot them. Know what I mean? Try to get the hang of it. Aye, that sensitivity's after now. Can't be bothered changing it all, so we'll just have to be left. That is, I'm going to show you the failures or the tips that I've done so far. That was failing the double. I'll do it again. You're in that cone. Then the failing the 1x1s is you don't want to do this all the time. The failing of being creative is this. You don't want this. However, you can get something like this, and this could actually very well help you. You'll probably like how, but right, finally, go back to this. This can actually help you. I don't know what I was going to say there, but actually looks pretty cool. What else did I say? I be making creative stuff like that. You're running 90s, you don't want to fail them into a Harry Potter. You don't want to fail them by doing this and feeling the delay. You never want to stop sprinting. This is them done correctly. Wait. And this is them done correctly. And that's around about what all I done. So that was this video. What was I gonna say? God knows. I'm hoping that some of this is helpful to some folk. I know that the running 90s and the double edits especially were helpful for me, rather than doing stuff like that. You're going with stuff like that. Oh, I've still got this edited. Why do I keep on? As I said, it's a. So I'm trying to like do the zigzag ones, and as you're running through, you always want to change when you're doing the kind of ones. That zigs. And as you're zigzagging, every time I still think get the fuck up. As you're gonna zigzag out, no, zigzag out as you're doing the double edits like that, and you can see me moving into the right. In the running 90s. The being creative part is just to have more fun with the game, and being creative is going to find new metas, which is probably, the meta is always the most important part of a game. That's an air quick tip actually that I just want to run over. Follow the ramp rush, you should all know it by now, and if you don't get on it. I don't like the people that do the, oh I'm gonna press random buttons one. I like the folk that actually take time out of the day and learn how to do it, so it's going to be a ramp, a flare, a wall, and a flare. Ramp, flare, wall, flare. I'll show you. No, ramp, flare, flare, wall, wait, wait. Ramp, flare, wall, flare, ramp, See, that kind of thing is what air folk would do. I just want ramp, flare, wall, flare, ramp, flare, wall, flares. I keep on Harry Potter myself, there's something wrong with me. These are my settings, these are my binds. They've not changed at all. Since edit bings come out and stuff like that. I just made a video called what controller bings turned me into or something like that it was called. Here's my sounds. 8.5. There are all my mouse target and stuff, don't even know that. There's my scope sounds, there's my building sounds, there's my edit sound actually all the way up. I turned my building sounds down a bit, but still guys, anonymous mode off, hide the players' names off, invert view, if you play with that, I don't actually know what to say to you. Sketch scale I had put out wee, please people, jump in the bandwagon, just pit it smaller. It's so weird when it's big. Sprint by default's on because I don't play claw. I do use paddles, but I'm trying to use them less. No. Right, no, I don't use the paddles that I've got with my scuff. I use the actual scuff for just the comfort and stuff. And then I play claw, but I'm trying not to. I'm trying to get back into just playing normally. Probably shouldn't have changed the way I play, but I just really want to. I play better with claw, but I don't like it as much. Hold to swap pickup, time saver, tap search to interact, time saver. Well, it's not time saver, it just feels better. Edit mode aim assist off, it's gonna, like as it says, in building edit mode, attracts your wireless controller aim towards the closest square, that's no good. Turbo building on, obviously, turbo deleting creative mode, just time saver. Auto running on, just like doing it sometimes in the air or something. Auto pick up weapons, obviously off. Auto sort consumables to the right. If you're a person that puts your consumables at the very start, then you shouldn't have this on. But that should be on at all times. I don't know why this is done, I never touched it. And live. Getting back up to this, in fact. I'm weird with the way I put my guns in order. Sometimes I just do it basic, AR, shorty, SMG, then some sort of mobility or something like that, then a sniper. But if I can get, most of the time what I do is I put my sniper first, AR second, shorty then SMG, then I'd still put my consumables or my mobility last. These just to go back and see what I did wrong. Honestly, brightness calibration, put it all the way up. Music volume, I usually have that off. I put it on earlier to listen. You want the ones that go into the battle pass. Sound effects volume, it should always be up. Push to talk, turns push to shot. Push to not got that on. Default channel, filled matches. Says the default voice channel for matches. Most empty slots are filled with random players. Game voice chat notifications. Not got a clue. This should be in Deuteronope. And that should be at 6. And it makes it easier for you to see through the storm. 6 is a bit harsh actually, put it like 4. But it makes it easier for you to sit through the storm. Radar and stuff like that. This, I can see why it's like, stressed on, like, you might want to use it, but honestly, my headset is good enough. I don't need to know what chest and stuff like that. My keybinds are all, so just saying no bound and stuff, because I've not got my app plugged in, and that's all this. How player surveys, what? Auto import friends, auto decline friend requests, hide social name, show notifications for, I didn't know any of that was there by the way. And that's that. Seems a lot cleaner now doing this. Probably doesn't work out because I'm playing terribly, then I just woke up and started recording. What the hell's wrong with this? Sometimes this game just really doesn't want to work for me, and sometimes it just really does. For the love of God, game. I'm actually quite laggy, I've got 20 ping. But whatever. So that's me, and I might be doing a sniper video soon. On the Nazis a sniper rifle. Like, you know what, I'll give you a 2 for 1. I'm gonna do that then, alright? I'll give you a 3 for 1 actually. You got to see all my binds, you get a tips and tricks, and now you're gonna get sniper Nazis and stuff like that. And is there any sniper rifle that should be semi-I'll take? Semi-auto. Right. Here's how these guns work. With a heavy snipe, the first notch is worth 50. Right? 50 meters away. I'm talking, and then the second notch, right, the first notch, I mean like the very middle of the crosshair, is for 50 meters or closer. If they're 50 meters or closer to you, just put it right in their head. And then if they're 150 meters or closer, but if they're between 51 and 150, put that wee totty notch, the second one, on their head. The third one is 300, third is 4, 450. I mean, fourth is 450. So that's, you don't need any of them. This unit is 75. 175. No, this one is 75 meters for the second notch, 50 for the first, 175 for the third. Carry on that pattern. The semi-auto is 65, 130, 190. No 95, which is weird, the pattern kind of stops it. And that is how they all work. That's quick and brief compared to what I was gonna do. I could go more in depth in the future if I make another video on it, but oh yeah, that's it. Gonna start recording some arena gameplay and stuff like that, I know, to post up, and you can see how I'm doing in that aspect of the game. Well, that's been this video at least.